It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
All right, guys, the cars you see behind me, this is the automatic Turbo X. Actually picked up from or bought from Mission Viejo Saab back in the day. Super cool. This is the 6-speed I got for a crazy deal. Just paid out just over $1,000 for it. It did not have a drive shaft, which we quickly learned, which there's a clip of I'll put in here. All right, so just got the Turbo X jacked up to check things out. Obviously, I had a super low battery. The alternator's bad, not charged the battery. So we swapped batteries, charging that battery. Got underneath the car to just check things out.
You know, look at it.
See how the alternator access was. Here she is. And let me know. So this is an XWD, right? An all-wheel drive car. So we got under here. We're looking at the exhaust, and the exhaust hanger in this kind of coupler looks definitely not factory. I don't know why they have a clamp there factory. So we're tracing that down, and then we're looking in this channel, and there's a small minor detail that there should be a drive shaft there, and where that hole is, that should be where the drive shaft connects. And it should run down this channel. Try and zoom out for you. It should run down this channel, and it should connect back here to the rear diff. Yep, it should connect to there. So, and there, it should run down this channel. So, I guess there is a little rust on that fuel tank cover. No big deal there, but we currently do not have a drive shaft, and that is why it's torque steering.
So it's currently front wheel.
So it's currently front wheel only XWD, or really not XWD at all. So that is where the wool was pulled over our eyes on the $1,200 XWD Turbo X. But other than that, not too bad. We'll get a new alternator in it tomorrow, see how she runs. And anyway, I want you to come along and check out our lack of a drive shaft. Stay tuned for a new drive shaft. All right, new drive shaft, shout out. My boy Lucas. All right, we got it in that side. We got these bolts. The car had the bolts, thank God, but drive shaft's new. And then these carrier bearings. There's that one, then there's this one. I'm inverted right now. And then there's the stretch bolts leading to the rear diff. And these are genuine GM bull crap off Amazon, part number. But let's see if we can get all-wheel driving this bad boy today. This is the manual TX. Here we go. But it's driven super well. It's on the Pedro's stage 1 performance tune, running super good. This one also has a stage 1 tune, but the automatic's a little bit more mild than the manual one. It does have the 2-step launch control, which I'll show you. But real quick, I want to show you a noise it's making. We think it's an AC condenser. I'll open the hood and do a startup of it so you can actually hear it. But yeah, I just want to introduce you to the Turbo X's. The drag radial wheels that are on here are absolute garbage. They're universal fit. They are crap. So I just picked up some 5-spoke aero wheels. I'll be getting on this one, very minimum. So let's dive into the noise real quick. Show the new drive shaft work sits into the front diff. So what we're working on today is this motor mount is probably blown out. Doesn't look too bad, but motor shakes like a mother. That's the front motor mount. I'm trying to find the rear motor mount. You know where the rear motor mount's at, Jay? Here's the secondary air from the bottom. It's like right
Up in. Look off the mount. I forget. It's operate.
that looks new. Cover in the oil cooler. No. That looks new. Cover in the oil cooler.
Oh, it's right here. See it through like the transfer case and the downpipe. Right there.
Can't get on video, but there's another motor mount. There's the alternator we just replaced. Got a video of that on 28 Alliance, the forums. Got some other videos coming as well, but lots of work. When we were doing that, messed this drive shaft or the CV up, so got a new one of those. That's why from Rock Auto, you can tell it's like 60 bucks. A little bit smaller in diameter, so that's important to note. So we'll show you the side by side, but that's once we start putting some big power to this thing, might become an issue. What we're working on today's the AC compressor. Person I bought it from made this an air intake, but we're gonna make that back into the normal fog light. And then yeah, we'll put the AC. Let's see if we can see anything in here. We'll take all these off the right way, all these splash guards, and then dive into it. But here you go. Those are jack points. Turbo X 6-speed. Don't look at that. This is our intake. Cold air. Just kidding. That's going back to a fog light. But guys, sold me this. If you're watching, you're the man, because you gave me a killer deal and I appreciate it. But that is not intake. That's fog light. This will be an intake with the Borg Warner turbo or something sick that we decide to do. Let's keep ripping the bumper off. Like I said, we're going for the AC condenser in this corner. Here we go. All right, familia. We got the fridge and our fridge ornament.
Stinky fridge.
The fridge ain't stinky. Justin's an idiot.
It's stinky.
That's a big ass turbo up there. That's our hood ornament or our fridge ornament. We got our stinky fridge with the ice maker. Got that. Got to clean it. But we got our welder. Sick. TV setup on the car forums, of course. I got to log in real quick.
Okay,
got to wake this up. Hold on, just so you can see that. Boom. See the TVs, reading the forums, or watching YouTube videos for car stuff. There's the old turbo versus the new turbo. This came off the Saab. I don't think we can put this one on, but we're going to try. And then we got new lights. Hung this light. Harbor Freight. Boom, boom. Here's the 2-liter race car that we're still working on. And then got the Excursion seat out. Excursion's on the curb because it's got a trailer on it. You saw the shop air. We got this one back in the damn jack stands because we're replacing the noisy AC compressor. But working on the bumper. That car needs a new ECU, but I got it on its way. I'm going to try coding it today. But I just want to show you guys the updates to the garage. We got lighting, we got a fridge, we got a little TV. Life's good after the diesel repair. This is the old H-pop that's going back.
I had it before, right?
There you go. And for today's second stupid purchase, a 2.8 Saab B284. Super cool. Could have used the alternator the other week. Definitely pulling the AC compressor. Gonna redo some piping. There we go. All right, I got the B284 engine home, automatic transmission. Yeah, put on a little show for us, Jay. There we go. Damn, that thing's dirty, but that AC compressor, I bet it works a lot better than mine. That's what's making noise on the Turbo X I showed you earlier. We got some good stuff here, so. Guy threw in some charge pipes. Sensor looks new right there. Secondary air pump on the back. Or sorry, that's the front of the engine. Secondary air valve there, secondary air valve there. Here's the full engine, automatic trans. Here's the exhaust from the passenger side of the vehicle. Full cat, definitely need a downpipe ASAP. Gonna have to fabricate our own. We got the welder now, hyped for that. Here's the backside. Could have used this alternator, if you guys remember when I did my alternator, my Turbo X fairly recently. This is a front-wheel drive variant though. You can tell by the pulley has an extra neck on it. We found that not to be the case with the XWD, but this is the original Bosch unit. Looks to be, yep, Bosch. So there's a secondary air valve on the rear of the engine as well. So there you have it. All right, boys, we got the gold. AC condenser saved us, what, $230 on Rock Auto at least?
More, I think.
At the very minimum, cheapest option. We'll see if this bad boy works going on the TX right now. Homeboy also hooked up with 2 CVs, which I just put one on the Turbo X, $100, some pulleys, and charge pipes. Let's go. You're out of touch. And intake manifold. Definitely got to powder coat this now that's already off. Sick. Sick, sick, sick. Let's go. All right, guys, Bosch ME 9.6 ECU, super cool. There's a bolt busted off in the ground wire slot. Super fun. This is the ground wire that goes, let's see. This is the engine. I'll just show you on the one I have back just to make it easier. Okay, so if this is the car, ECU, the Bosch ECU goes like this. And so this one is the ground wire one that goes up is this exact setup. So you can see that here. Jay, go top down a little bit.
Like this?
No, top down. Yeah, just like that. Spin it. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. All right, so yeah, this, and then you can see on this one, I don't have the little bolt for the ground wire hole, so I just clamp it to this 10 mil. Same effect, but yeah, it'd be nice to get, these bolts are kind of weird to find. Super small heads. I can't remember if they're 6 mil or 5 mil. Top of my head, but anyway, that's a little solution for the Bosch. This came off the donor motor you guys have been seeing, and I have a Turbo X right back here that you've been seeing as well, and it's an automatic, but the ECU's been acting up, so I'm getting these weird like misfires. Swapped the coil, swapped everything. It's got to be an ECU issue, so I'm gonna put this guy on there and just try with can flasher and see if I can flash it with no immobilizer via the Tech 2. I've been told you still need it, but they also used to say that about the T8s, and I've been able to clone T8s on just can flasher alone. So we'll see. So I'll keep you posted on that. But little ECU ME 9.6 education for you. All right, time to brick up some ECUs. Let's go. First things first. Best part about a Saab. Boom. Boom. Here we go. Wake that puppy up. Wake up, baby. Oh, not T8. I messed up. Hold on. Please hold. Please. Please. All right, guys. So if you don't use the Tech 2, OBX SX cable, OBD SX, whatever it's called, So this is if you don't use a Tech 2. I wanted just to verify, because like with the T8, you just choose like copy VIN and key data, and you can flash and clone new ECUs within Trionic Can Flasher. Unfortunately, with the ME9, and I was warned about this, but I wanted to verify for myself, that it says base file and file to write is not compatible with ME9. So I think that I have to marry the ECU via the Tech 2. So I got a Tech 2 on the way, but I just wanted to double check that before I did it. But obviously, this is just for Bosch ME9. If you're more familiar with T8 on the 2 liters, you can jump back to that. Oops. You can jump back to all that just by going over here and then jumping back to T8. That's not gonna work, but close out, come back into it, and then if you're more familiar with the T8, that's what this map is, jump T8. So with T8, you can do, oh, this is the older version of Can Flasher. Sorry, this is the older version of Can Flasher. The newer version, I think there's a settings button. I had to download the old version because it works with this cable and allows you to use the ME9. But anyway, Saab Turbo X 2008 automatic transmission. Keep you posted when I get the Tech 2. See if we can marry it. See if we can get this working. Fun little feature when you have the wrong ECU and the mobilizer doesn't like it. Just beeps at you. So battery's getting pulled right now. All right. The whiz calls for top side. Remove the charge pipes, remove the intake box. Obviously, that's done. The AC compressor is like way down at the bottom. Sorry, I should have put the light on for you. Way down there. Way down there. There you go. Second one down there. Way down there. So, when you get underneath, you can see it much better. And it's literally right here.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oil cooler is right there. Kind of sits above this rail. All right, gang, here's the approach. So, hold on, let me get a better spot for you. All right, guys, here I think is the approach. So, hold this bumper back. Drop this out of this little retention clip here. Pop this off. So, the AC condenser is right there. And the E-bit, the E-bolt is right there. You can see I'm touching it with my finger, kind of, from the bottom. Then there's another one. I think you can see top one there. Let's see if I can zoom in. Boom, right there. And then, so. I think there's two on the backside as well. So, but this is my approach. I think I'm gonna get it this way. Let's get the belt off first. All right, guys, holy cow, has this been a journey. So, here's my issue. See all that play? I'm showing you the video of the belt just going ham on it. I think this clutch is just totally free and just spinning off the wheel. So I don't even think this compressor is making pressure. So it's not even necessarily bad. I think the pulley's just bad. But anyway, I'm swapping the whole new one in. This line looks pretty new. There's one or E-bit or E-nut. I got the, you see the head over there, but pretty tough. I think I'm gonna fit it through this gap because I can't go down. I pulled the oil cooler cover off. I'm trying to get the secondary air out, but of course there's one Torx up there. You can see at the top of my finger that's stuck, and I think I'm almost close to stripping it just because it's so rusted, but I want to get the secondary air out. I have a ton of room through there, but this charge pipe is in the way. Can't get it from the top. That's about as loose as I can get it. But this is totally free. AC compressor, thankfully I got all the hardware out. So I think I might drop this radiator mount. This will allow me to push the radiator intercooler smidge forward. I think I can drop the condenser out through here. It's the AC compressor. So that's the directive. I'll let you guys know how this goes. What a mission. I debated too, since I was pulling the oil cooler, to just drop the filter out, do an oil change, but I think I'm just gonna leave that. But I do want to pull the secondary air out. That might not happen tonight, but that's another mission for another day. All right, let's keep plugging. All right, so I think we're to the final step of pulling this condenser out. So there's the condenser location right there. Obviously, the bolts. This is the line you got to pull off, evacuate the AC system first. This is the condenser, you can see. We're gonna try and take it out this way. I also pulled the support off this rad pack, and this moves a little bit, so it can move. So it can, I think maybe you could pull it out this way, but I think more likely we're gonna go out this way. And then I have this cooler, oil cooler cover bent down because we just pulled the secondary air out. That's why we were able to open this up. Secondary air systems right here. Because while you're down here, it's like you might as well do the secondary, which was sitting basically where this is. So let's pull this out. And I don't think it's actually the condenser, because if you look at this pulley, I showed you a video of this, but like this thing is just totally, I get a better angle, but you'll see when we pull it out. It's just totally crap. So barely gonna fit out of here. It smells like shit too. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
I don't want to get that on. Is that Freon gel?
It's the old dye and Freon.
Hopefully that doesn't fucking do anything bad. That would have been fun to get a face full of.
Your Halloween costume.
Alright. Yep. I'm slime for Halloween. There you go. That's a super fun job, guys. I'd recommend it to any Saab enthusiast for fun fix their AC. Impressive piece of shit. These cars. All right, first reaction. So there's a good one. Here are the like actual like clutch mechanisms and like.
That's not supposed to definitely.
That thing doesn't even like. It's not connected at all.
Yeah, it's blowed out.
So the system was holding pressure, so that's why the can that we were adding didn't really matter, because it just wasn't even.
So this is what I was doing at 3,000 RPMs, 5,000 and Mr. Fucking
just wobbling.
7,000 foot that time. That's
so
toast.
That's toast. We could probably get away with reusing this on another car, but obviously we got cleaner full size or with the pulley already going back in. So these are the bolts, E14s for the long daddies, and then the E10 for the small guy. So there you have it. Super fun. Do your secondary air while you're at it. Get the block off plate.
Black, silver, black.
Old blue in the background.